Welcome to the Waldorf Astoria in Los Cabos. Let's take a look around. Today, we're at the Waldorf Astoria, Los Cabos. We'll take a look at one of the rooms, things to do on property, and try some of the food. One big favor before we dive in is to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you like content like this. Welcome into the King Deluxe room. Let's take a look inside. One really unique thing about this property is that each room, regardless of what level it is, comes with a plunge pool. So let's check out the view. Really cute plunge pool, and there is an ocean view. One thing to be aware of is that this is not a private plunge, so you can see people walking up and down the stairs, and you can also say hi to your neighbors. So rule of thumb, if you can see them, they can probably see you. Water is nice and warm, but I think that's controlled by the temperature outside. So earlier in the afternoon, it was really hot, so it did warm up the pool. We'll try out the pool later in the evening. The balcony has really comfy chairs, and there's a table here where we'll enjoy chips and guac later when they bring it in the evening. The air conditioner automatically turns off once the doors are opened, so definitely keep it closed so the room is nice and cool. This is the king bedside. One really nice thing is the attention to detail and the way they blend culture into all of the rooms. Really cool headboard here, lamp. There are binoculars, so maybe if you see a dolphin in the water, you can catch it with some binoculars.
I think that's for bird watching.
You can also bird watch or ocean watch with this.
Or people watch.
Don't be a pervert. More art over here. And if we flip it around, there is the bar section. One really nice thing is when we checked in, they gave us an option to choose a welcome drink. So it was between margarita or hibiscus water, and we chose a margarita. It's not that strong, so that's nice. I won't get drunk off of this, but pretty tasty. Each room does come with an espresso machine and some bottles of water. Down here is going to be the safe. Another nice touch is that the mini bar is complimentary and it's refilled once per day. So there were regular Cokes, Coke Light, more water, and you can definitely request more, and some apple juice. They don't have Coke Zero here, it's Coke Light. So we are down 2 Coke Lights. Maybe they will refill it later. Coffee cups and Nespresso pods are going to be here. Oh, interesting, they don't have teas. Oh, this is like the first property where they don't have a section of teas for you. Another cool thing is that the ice bucket is already filled with ice, so you do not need to request it, but if you do need some more, you can text the concierge. This ticking noise over here is going to be the fireplace. I kind of like how it's framed, so it's like a living work of art. Behind these doors is the closet. There's a cute beach bag, which you can keep as a souvenir. Laundry bag and menu prices for those. Let's look at the menu prices for laundry. One blouse, $6. So if you just want it laundered, like put it in a machine, it's $6. If you want it dry cleaned, it's $7. And if you want it pressed, it's $4 for a regular blouse. It's not bad if you're here for a special occasion. There are slippers, not branded. They could have spent a little more on the slippers. They're not as plushy as some other resorts. And the robes are here. Over here is the large walk-in bathroom, and if you want some privacy, there is a very large sliding door. Over here is the toilet, so nice work of art and some lights. There's a large bathtub and mirror. It does come with some bath soak. I'm surprised it's not full, or like at least halfway full. It's almost empty. And if you want something more special, then you can pay $95 for more of their fancy soak rituals. If bathtubs aren't your thing, no worries, you can flip it around and use the walk-in shower. There's pretty high waterfall shower, or you can go handheld. The amenities are going to be from Revon, green tea, mint, and ginger scented. Also, cute little seating area. For sinks, it's going to be double vanities, and it does come with a toiletry kit that you can keep. It's a little bare bones, so it's a vanity kit, sewing kit, another vanity kit. I'm actually surprised there's not like toothbrushes or anything in here. Are there toothbrushes? Oh, that's nothing. Hair dryer, extra toilet paper, and Kleenex. In here are going to be cotton swabs and Q-tips. Yeah, really surprised there's not a dental kit in here. In addition to the toiletry kit, there are some more goodies throughout the room. They did give us a glass ornament to take home. So this is a heart-shaped ornament. The most iconic amenity is going to be the tequila set. Note that the shot glasses are not complimentary, however, this bottle of tequila is. The bottle of tequila is by Cabos, and they said that it's their new tequila partner. In the past, if you've read a lot of reviews, then you'll know that they give you a bottle of Clase Azul. It seems like that might not be the case anymore, but let me know down in the comments below if you recently visited this property and which brand of tequila you received. I was actually really surprised to receive Cabos, so I contacted our concierge and asked if they had any extra bottles of Clase Azul around, just because the bottle is so iconic. The service is really amazing here, and they did find an empty bottle for us to take home. They also offered to swap this out, so I'm not sure if it's a partner change or if they temporarily ran out of Clase Azul, so let me know in the comments. The bottle does have Waldorf Astoria on it, so the first one we received was not co-branded at all. It seems like they took it out of the box, and the dispatch that they came back with is co-branded. So that was also interesting. We do have Hilton Diamond status through the American Express Hilton Aspire card, and it seems like a lot of you watching this video probably do too. The reason I say that is because we booked a stay using the free night certificate from the Hilton Aspire card, and when we checked in, I casually asked for an upgrade, and the guy was like, about 70% of the people staying here right now have Hilton Diamond status. It's also a random Monday in September, and the hotel is 100% occupied Monday through Wednesday because there is a large group here. So I already knew my upgrade odds were very low, but still figured I'd ask. I guess it's no surprise that this property is a popular choice. Speaking of diamond status, you do get a few benefits here. So you'll receive 1,000 Hilton Honors bonus points for stay, 100% elite bonus on all base points, daily complimentary continental breakfast for you and one guest at Don Manuel's restaurant from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m., and late checkout based on availability. One cool perk for all guests who stay here is that they do have daily chips and guac service, plus some beer. So while we were filming the tour, they did swing by and dropped a few items off. So we have 2 Coronas, some salsa and guacamole, and a basket of chips. If you want to learn more about Hilton credit cards, I'll leave a link down in the description box below. Make sure the offers are competitive, but using those links really helps us out, so thank you in advance. All right, let's go check out the rest of the property. The property is pretty big and has a few key amenities. The first one are the pools. Right downstairs from the lobby area are going to be the adult-only pools. There's a pretty large pool here and also a swim-up bar, and if you feel like sitting on some swings and sipping on champagne, there is a champagne bar. If you walk further down the beach, you'll find the family pool area, and this is where kids are allowed and you can enjoy pool time with your family. Off to the side of the family area is going to be where the turtle nests are. So it's a turtle sanctuary here where it's protected, and once the eggs hatch, they'll help the little turtles find their way to the ocean. The gym is open 24/7 and there's a wide range of equipment here. All of it is going to be from Techno Gym. Tons of ellipticals ranging from treadmills, weight machines, and bikes. And if you want to do free weights, just go a little further down and there's a whole room with a wide variety of weights. There's also a yoga room, which is pretty cool. If you're interested in doing morning yoga, they do offer that daily at 8 a.m. The spa is centrally located and you can identify it with the blue dome. In order to use the spa facilities, so the sauna, steam room, and plunge pool, you do have to book a spa service. So if you're only interested in using the facilities alone, it would be a $70 day pass. It does get really sunny in Cabo, so if the heat is a little too much for you to handle, then there are golf carts available and you just call them, they'll pick you up and take you anywhere you want on property. On the top floor is where you'll find the concierge, front desk, lobby area, mezcal and tequila bar, and right across from that will be the coffee lab. If you're interested in artisanal coffee, definitely check out the coffee lab. A few steps down from the coffee lab is going to be a gift shop where you can find a lot of goodies. So if you want to take home an extra bottle of tequila, or the tequila glass sets, or the heart ornaments, or maybe you're looking for some swimming gear, you can find it all here. Keep in mind that since you are at a resort, it will be at a premium. So for example, the Sunbum sunscreen was $39 here, where in the US, you can probably get it for $10 to $20 depending on where you go. For dining, there's a wide variety of options. If you're looking for more casual a la carte options, then you have the pool bar, Don Manuel's, and also the lobby bar. If you want to do high-end and multi-course menus. Then there's the Cliff restaurant El Farion, where there's also a champagne bar and you can enjoy the amazing views. Set against the dramatic backdrop of the private cliffs of Pedregal, the Waldorf Astoria Los Cabos feels like its own hidden world, accessible only through a private tunnel carved through the mountain. But despite the resort's secluded entrance, you're just minutes from the energy of Cabo San Lucas. The marina and downtown are only a 5-minute drive or a 15-minute walk away, giving you easy access to boat tours, beach clubs, and the city's vibrant dining scene. It's that perfect mix of cliffside luxury and coastal convenience. We booked a snorkeling excursion through the concierge, and it was with Cabo Adventures. They offered complimentary pickup and drop-off at the hotel, but we didn't realize that the marina was literally right outside the private tunnel. The experience was a half-day trip that takes you past the famous arch and along the coastline, with a stop in a calm bay for snorkeling. The water was clear and the snorkeling was decent, not the most vibrant reef, but it was still fun to explore. The tour company provides free snorkeling equipment to use, but we tend to bring our own. They also provide a lunchbox and unlimited drinks. This cruise is a great way to unwind on the water, especially if you want a mellow experience with a scenic sail. If you're visiting between December and April, which is peak whale watching season, you might even catch a glimpse of a humpback breaching. We missed it this time, but it's definitely something to plan around if you're into marine life. On the second night for dinner, we decided to try the a la carte menu at Don Manuel's. The appetizer was the soft-shell crab with risotto, and I highly recommend this dish. Super flavorful, and the soft-shell crab was surprisingly meaty. For the main entree, we got the lobster with pasta and the local catch of the day, which was in the same family as red snapper. Lobster was pretty good, a little overcooked, just slightly, but not enough to send back. However, the local catch of the day was a little bland despite having sauce, so that was not up to expectations. However, we were pleasantly surprised when they offered to switch the dish for us since they want us to be completely satisfied with the dinner. The replacement dish ended up being the kampachi, and it was pretty good. If you're looking for a mid-tier dining option, then Don Manuel's is a good choice. Good morning, it's breakfast time. Breakfast is served at the main restaurant, Don Manuel's. Since we do have Hilton Diamond status, it is included for us, but there is one catch. At this property, you do not get the full spread breakfast unless you pay a $20 premium. So if you do have Hilton Diamond status, then the continental breakfast is complimentary. What that includes for beverages is the regular coffee, house water, and one of the $10 juices. For the mains, you can choose from cereal or a yogurt bowl and some fruit, and also comes with a basket of bread. If you do want the full buffet spread, it will be $20 extra per person, and what's nice is that the whole table doesn't have to do the buffet spread. So on the first day, Sebastian got the continental breakfast and I did the full spread, and as you can see here, Sebastian is a little hungover from drinking 2 Coronas and 2 margaritas. This is the first time I've seen him being this reserved and quiet at breakfast. He didn't even finish all the food. The full breakfast spread includes a wide variety of fruits, cold cuts. The specialty of the day was a frittata, and that's what I ordered. Looks really good. Basically, it's kind of like omelet-like, and then on top they put a bunch of toppings. They have the guacamole, cheese, and salsa. The back of the buffet spread has a wide variety of hot items. There's vegetables, potatoes, and there's also a different station with quesadillas and tacos. Plus a juice station if you want to order more juice. Breakfast is open from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. My advice if you were to get the $20 upgrade is go towards like 10:30 so you can treat it as a brunch. If you're hungry, I think the full spread is the way to go, but if you are planning on having a separate lunch, then continental will suffice. For day 2, we're both getting the continental breakfast because we are going to try butter flour for lunch. Before heading out to the next resort, a few friends recommended that we check out Mother Flower. We started with the crab tostadas, which were super fresh and a great way to ease into the meal. Next up were barbecue oysters, which were grilled and packed with smoky, buttery flavor. Definitely a bold bite. Next up were the fish and shrimp tacos, which are both solid picks if you're craving something casual and flavorful. But the real star of the show was the quesadilla, crispy, cheesy, juicy, and served with a side of concentrated soup. This is one of their signature items, and it definitely lived up to the hype. If you're looking for a place that's casual but doesn't compromise on flavor, Mother Flower should definitely be on your Cabo list. I would happily come here again. Overall, we really enjoyed our stay here and we would happily stay here again. Service is excellent, especially at the restaurants. They're super attentive, and at dinner, even when we looked like we weren't really enjoying our main entree, they happily swapped it out for us. I also like that the team here has a yes mentality and they'll try their best to help you the best way they can, as opposed to other properties or hotel groups where they're quick to say no without even attempting anything. A few examples of this are wrapping up tequila gift sets, and when Sebastian had an accident with the DJI Osmo, they happily sent a bag of rice to put the equipment in. Another request we had was for the Clase Azul bottle just because it's so iconic. They were happy to provide an empty one for free. So the fact that the team makes a real effort to make sure all their guests is happy is a huge plus for me. For food, we mainly ate at Don Manuel's for breakfast and also dinner. Breakfast was good, however, my only gripe is that I wish there wasn't a $20 upcharge for the breakfast buffet. A lot of high-end properties, especially in this category, will just include the breakfast buffet. My only notes for improvement would be just give the guests the breakfast buffet and don't have a surcharge for it. As for the property itself, it's a beautiful property, and I love how they incorporate Mexican art and culture around every corner. Alright, and that wraps up the video. If you made it this far, leave a cactus emoji down in the comments below, and I'll try to heart and respond. My question to you is, what are your thoughts on the Waldorf Astoria, Los Cabos, and would you stay here? Also, where are some of your favorite restaurants to eat in Cabo? Let me and everyone know down in the comments below. See you in the next one.